Anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor. Ah, you've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but, no. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool! And plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood. What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye? My fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval. Yes, now allow me to furnish you with a little advice. I would take great care to avoid Godrick's tarnished hunts were I in your shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing tarnished like you for the sake of grafting. Honestly, Godrick's nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man. Has he no shame, the big girl's blouse? And to think, he's the blood of Godfrey, last of the golden lineage, though you almost wouldn't know it to look at him. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for the chap the more I think of it. What are you waiting for? A kiss? My fort I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours. Right then, time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish... What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Erdtree, even the vulgar shall not be left behind, which is why I, Kenneth Height, next in line is... Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch. Ah, yes. I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout. Enter into my service and learn the workings, and who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line. What say you? A fine... Very well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. I see great things ahead of us. We are true... Right then. Time. I've much to do. You, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort? Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate, for one must be found. With haste, but a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage. I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood. The great Kenneth Height issues his sincere now. I must begin my search for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage. I must begin my search post for a true and
Be proud. You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place. Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godrick's lot. I am Nephelli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godrick's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godrick, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with him. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance, down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord. Apologies, as fellow down whatever...
truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the Round Table. Nephelli, we met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godrick's grafting grounds. You defeated him. You should have it. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses. Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
You've received the wisdom of the Two Fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome, as a true member of the Round Table. I am known as Gideon, as a Tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden. I am accumulating knowledge. You now belong to a select group of fellows. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me, the inheritors of the great runes. We of the Round Table know the location of Godrick the Grafted, Lord of Storm, General Radahn, Praetor Rykard, Lord Morgott, the Grace Given, and Renala. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you? I understand you've been speaking to Nephelli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, hey, so I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Despite her looks, she is more than capable in the present.
Oh, it's you. Well, what do you make of it? What's happened to this village? I witnessed a sight much the same in my infancy. The oppression of the weak. Murder and pillage unchecked. A waking nightmare made by men. But this time, I'm a woman grown, and though the suffering cannot be undone, I can justice to the oppressors. Let the scars I carve remind them. But this time, and though the justice to the let the scar.
divinity have mercy and grant me forgiveness.
Ah, you. Please, leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think. Ah, you. Please. It's pathetic, I know.
You. What is it? You've already heard. Indeed. It seemed that so I had no further use for her. Honestly, what's a man to do? A determined plebeian is more wicked than an omen horn, quite frankly. A dose of ambition to incite the tarnished.
Ah, you. Please, leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think. So you know already, do you? Right. It's true. My father cast me out for indulging my emotions. Forgetting the mission. Lord Gideon, I would have done anything for him. To place him on the throne of Elden, and yet though it was not my intent, I betrayed him. And to think he'd order his men to enact such tragedy. Where is the justice he purports in that? He once told me that if he became Elden Lord, he would never allow the downtrodden to be cheated. Was he simply lying to me? No. How could I say that? Father has always given me his guidance. And now... No. How could I... Father has... And now... No. How could I? Father has... And now... Is that ash? I can smell the ancient storm in it. My thanks. I'll gladly take it. I'm not like Broderica. I don't feel the presence of spirits, let alone see them. Still, this ash, it reminds me of my first hawk. Thank you. In this ash.
I hear you helped get the girl back on her feet. Though I'm not her foster father anymore, I'd still like to thank you. Sorry for the time you had to waste.
It's been some time. I must thank you for your aid. I told Father I would be with him no longer. I remembered the vow I took when I first became a warrior, so many moons ago. This land is much like the one from which I hail. I will call upon the storm to drive away the foulness that has settled on the winds. Again, I am Nephelli, warrior. Some call me by the title of Lady, though I have now abandoned my former guidance. I cannot express how much you've helped me. Should you become Elden Lord, I would gladly lighten your burden. Farewell, fellow warrior. I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere.
Ah, nice to see you after so long. Safe and sound, I take it, yes? Good. Ah, quite. I have indeed selected a new ruler. Lady Nephelli is strong and just, worthy of the burden of Limgrave's lineage. Such is the sincere opinion of I, Kenneth Height, no less. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady. But I plan on returning to my fort afterwards, at which time I can fulfill by raising you to the glory of night. I hope it is just as wonderful as you imagine. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of... I hope it is just as... For the time being, at which time I hope it is...
Ah, you, is it? Haven't seen your mug in quite some time. As you can see, I'm the new Lady Freedom. What? Besides, I like it, Lady Nephelli's still fair of heart. Still, I have... So I can look... I'll let you take a look at...
Hey!